Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 on PC. Now this did launch today on Switch, but I won't be covering that version. It's all the same content, so I don't really think people need to see that version unless there's some sort of demand out there. But you'll let me know if you really want to see it. Let's see, 4:15 Saturday.
Ha! Cha! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Okay, all set. We said we'd walk to school together, and she just up and leaves while I'm still asleep. Dad, Mom, Ken, and Nana, wish me luck. I'm gonna give it my all. I won't lose to any of these Imperials!
Ha! Yeah! Ha! Strike! Phew. Not bad. I simply need more experience. Despite all the battles we went through yesterday, he was never short of breath. The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. It's impressive to be sure, but nothing compared to what Father Mueller and Uncle Zex can do. I suppose the Ashen Chevalier simply relies on the power of his Divine Knight. Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning, Yuna. I take it you're headed out as well?
Yeah. Are you all done with your training? It's pretty impressive how you do all that every single day.
Well, it's something I've been doing from a very young age, so it's just part of my morning routine.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry about before.
Huh?
You know, when I slapped you. I know it wasn't your fault, and I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was childish of me.
Ah, that. I'd like to apologize too, but have you been wanting to say that for the past 2 weeks? Considering how much you dislike Erebonians, it's very thoughtful of you.
I don't dislike the people here. Yeah, I've got my problems with the country, but this is between people. When I mess up, I make sure I apologize. Especially considering what I said about your swords. I mean, you practice every day, and...
Ah, right.
And they'll be way more useful than a couple of weapons as old as the Great Collapse.
Don't worry about that. Besides, like I said, my training is just part of my morning routine. Out of curiosity, is everyone from Crossbell like you?
Huh? Like me how?
Oh, I don't mean to offend. Very straightforward and good-hearted. Probably the type to be easily tricked.
Hey! Wanna run that by me again?
Like I said, I don't mean to offend. I'm glad to have a classmate like you whom I can trust. Though I don't know if I can trust your skills just yet.
You're a real piece of work. Well, let's start over. Glad to be your classmate, Kurt.
Hello, you two. Good morning.
Altina? I thought you left for school already.
I received a routine status call early this morning. I didn't want to wake you, so I took it in the study room. If I disturbed you as I was leaving, I apologize.
No, I was out like a light. But wait, what do you mean, routine status call?
Sorry, that is confidential.
Well, in any event, it's nearly time to head to class. We're all in the same class anyway, so why don't we walk together?
I do not mind, but I believe the correct term for my presence would be a third wheel. Judging by what I've seen, your relationship has progressed.
Our relationship? What? No, that's not what's going on.
She certainly words things in a distinct way.
Leaves is such a nice place. I can't get enough of this homey atmosphere. It's so peaceful and laid back. And it's got some great shops.
Agreed. It's a good halfway point between rural and urban. We're just the right distance away from Heimdall.
The previous owners of this land were a noble family. After they lost ownership of it, the government attempted to convert it into a resort. However, that plan fell through. It's said the half-finished buildings from that were used to create the campus.
Well, you sure do know a lot.
I suppose that explains why the branch campus is so large.
All that aside, I didn't think the Empire's military academies would be this tough. I get combat training and practical exams, but math, history, even art? Isn't this workload way beyond what you'd have at a regular high school?
Well, here in Erebonia, the pen and the sword are both held in high regard. Especially at Thor's. It's a prestigious traditional school founded by our most notable emperor. That legacy won't change simply because this is a branch campus.
However, it seems the main campus has changed significantly this year.
Ah, yes.
Huh? I don't get what you guys are talking about, but looks like we're gonna have to give it 110% here. Let's kick all the other classes' butts.
Well, if you say so. However, most of our lessons are held with the other two classes anyway.
Homeroom is the only one we have without them.
Oh, right. I guess it makes sense given the small number of students, but that means Class 7...
Well, well, if it ain't the chosen ones strutting off to class together.
You're...
I think he's in Class 8.
Good morning. Is there something we can help you with?
Nope, not a thing. Just wanted to get a little peek at the class taught by the hero of Erebonia. Class 7, huh? I'm sure the view is just great from up on that pedestal of yours.
Sorry to disappoint, but we're being treated the same as any other students.
Yeah, it's not like things are going to be different for us just because our instructor's famous.
Oh yeah? Then why'd they go out of their way to make such a small class? A little kid who's clearly too young to be here. Some rich pretty boy with fancy hair. Oh, and a loud, unruly foreigner from some sob-story country. Oops, my bad. Not a foreigner anymore, huh?
All right, we understand. You're a tough guy. But that's quite enough. If you have more to say, I'd be happy to talk with you further. After school.
Not bad. You've got more spine than I gave you credit for. But the one I've got business with is...
I'm so happy to see everyone getting along.
Oh,
She's from Class 9, Military Finance.
Hmm?
Good morning to you all. The weather is just splendid, isn't it? But if you spend too much time out here chatting, the bell will ring before you know it.
True.
you all done messing with us?
Me? I'm not here to mess with you. Well then, see you around.
I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you again for the classes we have together.
What's that blonde guy's problem? I can't believe they let some punk like him into a military academy.
He obviously had some issue with those of us in Class 7. No, not us exactly, but...
Oh, shoot!
We better hurry, or we'll be late to homeroom.
You're right. Let's get moving.
Whew. Hard to believe it's been 2 weeks already.
It warms my heart to see all the students trying their best. The classwork here is much more difficult than at the main campus, so I'm sure it's tough on them.
Yeah. Then on top of that, training exercises were added onto their curriculum. We didn't have anything like that at the main campus. Thor's branch campus. I think I'm starting to understand what the government's trying to do here.
Oh, but I don't think that's the only reason for this place. In keeping with Thor's tradition, we'll also have those days to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be a relief for them. I'll tell my students about them after school, alongside the club announcement.
Got it. Thanks for taking care of that. Well then, Instructor Reen, let's give it our all today.
Likewise, Instructor Toa.
Chapter 1, Reunion. First period, Math.
This is the formula. You will need it when calculating trajectory. Make sure you commit it to memory.
Second period, Political Economics.
This is known as Gross Domestic Product, or GDP for short. By the way, the GDP of the Empire of Erebonia rose 42% last year compared to 2 years ago.
Third period, Field Training.
Today's task is walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it won't be. We'll be marching, so I need to see perfect posture and formation while armed. Even combat tactics got worn out by this.
Fourth period, Erebonian history.
The War of the Lions. Said to be the largest turning point in the history of the Empire. The end of this war brought us to our modern era. Today, we'll be looking into the events leading up to the war that caused it to develop the way it did.
The way he explains it, it's actually pretty easy to understand.
An interesting perspective.
Oh, I see. I'm actually learning a lot.
He's so dashing.
Looks like that's it for today. How'd you guys hold up? Tired. I was prepared for the coursework to be difficult, but even so. Are you just piling more work on us, just as we're getting used to the old pace? No, not yet, but I may end up needing to do just that. The curriculum here at the branch campus is pretty diverse. It'd probably be a good idea to prepare yourselves for even more work down the road. If only there weren't so many lectures. Energy consumption greater than expected. Sheesh. Tomorrow is a free day, is it not? That's right. In fact, I was just about to explain. Oh, right. The entrance guide mentioned that, didn't it? How's it different than a normal day off? Think of free days as normal school days, but without any classes. On free days, you can study, train, or pursue one of your hobbies. If you get permission beforehand, you can even go visit Heimdall for the day. Wow, that's a lot more freedom than I expected. I figured it was just going to be some rest day with a ton of rules and restrictions. That doesn't sound too bad, though. Well, it's just one of the things that makes stores stores. However, though you're generally free to choose what you want to do, there is one mandatory task tomorrow. You'll need to choose a club to join. Really? A club? I hadn't thought there would be clubs at a school that was only just founded. It was a requirement from the principal herself. She said as long as we're using the Thor's name, student clubs are a must. You'll be allowed to apply for a club as long as you have at least 2 members. We'll also see about getting your club the proper equipment. Oh, and any students who don't join a club will be put on the student council, where they'll work directly under the principal. Sounds dangerous. What is it with this place? Everyone here is too over the top. So, we're being forced to choose then. We have until tomorrow, correct? Right. I recommend you start thinking about it after school today. If you need advice, feel free to talk with any of the faculty members. Remember, we're here to help you. Understood. I prefer just having you assign me a club. Also, regarding the new coursework at the end of the week. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Panzer Soldat training. That's right. The training units have arrived at the hangar. You'll be joining the combat tactics students for basic maneuvering lessons. After that, we'll discuss the special lessons, the first of which will take place this weekend. The special lessons. I was curious about those. There's likely no point in us asking about them now, is there? Sorry, but not even us instructors have been filled in on it. Anyway, focus on tomorrow for now. Think of it as a day to spread your wings and lift your spirits. That concludes homeroom. Can I have you leave class here, Altina? Understood.
Stand. Bow.
School building, first floor, instructor's room. Well, tomorrow is a free day. It's essentially a free day for us faculty members as well. However, I'd like you all to join at a briefing at 3 p.m. A briefing? It's starting to sound real military in here all of a sudden. Is it perhaps about... That's correct. The special lessons that will be held next weekend. I see. That's the only info we're getting for now, eh? If it's this top secret, I'm guessing it's got to be bigger than even Panzer Soldat training. all of the students will be joining in for these lessons, correct? Correct. Without exception, all students and teachers from classes 7 through 9 will participate. Please report at 3 p.m. tomorrow to the tactical conference room in the main building. That's all for now. Jeez, he's a picture-perfect model of harass RMP guy, that's for sure. Or hard-ass RMP guy, that's for sure. The way I hear it, things are only going to get more army flavored around here. Yeah. Seems that way to me, too. That keep place, the Panzer Soldats, and that freight train. For a branch campus, this place is far too well equipped to be just some throwaway pond. Yeah, that's true. I know the main campus was renovated as well, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that just as much Mira was spent here. What bothers me, though, is where is it all coming from? And if they're dropping that much cash here, why are they expecting, or what are they expecting in return from us? Man, what have I gotten myself into? Get me out of this crazy place. Instructor Randolph. Well, I mean, we can't really stop you from leaving, but... Come on now, I'm just kidding around. I'm not just gonna drop my responsibilities like that. Besides, the kids in combat tactics seem like they're gonna be a fun group to work with. Anyway, I think I'll head out. Let's both go check up on the kids and see if they need help with their big club decision. Yeah, got it. We'll see you later. I can't help but feel like there's a wall between us. Really? I don't get that impression. He's easy to talk to, and he seems to care for his students. No, he's definitely a great instructor. It's just, a year ago, I fought against one of his comrades. So I don't imagine he's got a very high opinion of me. And honestly, I can't really blame him. Green. Anyway, I'll go check in on the students and head back to the dorm for the day. I'm sure picking a club on such short notice isn't going to be easy for them. Yeah, good point. I've said it before, but let's both keep doing our best. Now then, school's done for the day. It's got a different feeling to it than when I was a student. Kind of refreshing. Maybe I'll walk around the campus to get a feel for it. I can chat with some of the students while I'm at it. If they've got any problems or need advice, maybe I can help them out. I should also talk with the principal and the other faculty members. You can now view the character tab in your notebook. The character tab lets you read profiles and additional information on certain characters you've met. Additional information can be added to their profile through specific conversations, events, etc. The quick travel menu is now available. You open the quick travel menu with the X button and select a location you visited before to instantly return there. The quick travel menu will also display the locations of key events and your comrades. Quick travel menu. Press X to access the quick travel menu and move wherever you want. Event markers. Occasionally you'll see event markers displayed on the characters and places. These show that an event will take place there. Alright, all done here. What are you up to here, Toa? Oh, I'm just doing a routine check on our school supplies. We don't have a clerk, so I just take care of it on the weekends. All by yourself? She's just as capable as ever. Sorry, I didn't even realize. Let me help you. It's fine. I'm already about halfway done. It seems like we've got all the supplies we could ask for, but nowhere near enough manpower. True, we don't even have anyone in charge of the nurse's office. Between the upcoming Panzer Soldat training and the special lessons, we're definitely going to need someone on call. I suppose we'll all just have to take turns for the time being. I know a little bit of first aid, but... well, don't push yourself too much. And if there's anything I can help you with, just let me know, okay? Thanks, Reem. Oh, there's something I could use your help with, come to think of it. Here. notebook, Thor's Military Academy. Oh, are these the notebooks for Class 7 or Class 8? No, not Class 7. Class 7. Yeah, they were just finished today. Sorry it took so long. Can I get you to hand these out? Yeah, of course. Out of curiosity, why did Class 7's notebooks take so long? I thought Major Michael was supposed to be in charge of preparing these. Well, I asked him about that, and the upcoming special lessons seem to be different from each class. So each class has a slightly different notebook based on the curriculum. Class 7's notebooks were pushed back because it has the fewest students. I see. Well, I'll go ahead and hand these out. What are these special lessons all about? We received 3 student notebooks. Sorry for adding to your workload. No, as their homeroom teacher, I'm the one who's supposed to pass these out. Actually, this takes me back to when we were students. You're right. This is kind of nostalgic. Well then, thanks for your help, Reen. Just leave it to me. I hope they're still on campus. I guess I'll take a look around. Alcina, what are you doing here? I thought you went right back to the dorm after class. Why are you here alone? Regarding tomorrow's mission during the free day, I've reached a progress block on my investigation. Huh? Are you talking about choosing a club? I've attempted to reference documents in the library on the matter. However, that only proved to increase the possible choices. Instructor Reen, please tell me what to choose. Sorry, Altina, I can't. Because only you can figure out what you want to do. Me? Let's make this homework. You've got all day tomorrow to decide, too. You can ask other students their opinions if you need to. I can give you advice, too, of course. But in the end, you need to decide on your own. Clam Soleil. I do not understand the purpose, but if this is an order, then so be it. I will excuse myself now. Altina, hey! Was she pouting just now? I hope no one in town spots her riding that thing. Oops, I forgot to hand over her student notebook. Oh well, I guess I'll head back too. Modern buildings and modern facilities.
This city is amazing!
Oh, Instructor Reen. Sorry, I was talking to myself. Don't worry about it. Aren't you Sandy from Military Finance? Your hometown was Ulster. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Thanks for saving my hometown during the Civil War. It's a little embarrassing when you say it like that to my face. Ulster. Prince Oliver ordered me there during the Civil War. Those Jaeger drops out went and attacked the town, and a lot happened to say the least. It's a good thing I had Toval and Altina to back me up, even if she was still an enemy at the time. It's a little surprising to hear that you were there, and there too, though. Right? What a coincidence. I've always admired everyone in the old Class 7, so it's really an honor to have you here, Instructor Reed. Oh no, the honor is all mine. Wow, life's just full of little surprises, isn't it? I actually didn't want to talk to you, Sandy. I was just trying to see what this is. Oh, it's a vending machine. that's...
This one's on me.
Wow, thank you so much.
You're the best, Randy. Oh, sorry. I guess I should start calling you instructor, huh? Outside of class or training, just Randy is fine. Any ideas for your club? I've been talking to the other students, but just can't make a decision. I'm hoping to choose a club that'll let me move my body. Not a bad idea. I feel like that'd really suit you. I mean, let's be honest. You wouldn't really fit in with a club that makes you use your head. What do you mean by that? Juna and Instructor Randolph. Hey, Schwarzer. You come here to drink too? Huh? I'm just looking around before I'm going home. I overheard you two talking. How do you two know each other? Don't worry. It's not some sordid, forbidden relationship. Of course it isn't. Why would you even say that? Randy, I mean Instructor Randolph and I go way back. He really helped me out a lot when I was at the Crossbow Police Academy. Police Academy, huh? Yeah, she's like a little sister to me. And who'd have guessed we'd have ourselves a little reunion here of all places? Small world, huh? I knew they were both from Crossbell, so I thought maybe... In that case, maybe Juna knows him too. Or maybe Juna knows him too. Man, I wish you were my instructor, Randy. But no, I had to end up with this guy. Well, sorry for bothering you. I'll get going now. I guess I'll give her the student notebook later. Oh, and if you need some help figuring out what club to join, feel free to ask me. Even if I'm not your first pick for a homeroom instructor, I might be able to help out. Oh. Fine. If I get desperate, I'll ask you. I'm sure there's a reason you ended up as her instructor. Teach her well, will you? You hear me? Loud and clear. I'll leave you guys to catch up. Oh, Instructor Reen, it's nice to see you. You're Gina, right? Thank you for always making food for everyone. Your family runs a tavern in Lee's, right? Yes, I'm Barney's daughter. I saw some help wanted ads, so I decided to come help. Everyone's so nice. I'm having a great time here. I'm glad to hear it. Instructor Reen, I see you around here a lot during lunch, but what do you do for dinner? It depends. They do have food for us back at the dorms, if I can make it in time. If not, I just end up cooking something for myself instead. I see, so you can cook too. Yep, though I wouldn't say I'm a master chef or anything. To be honest, I usually just end up making the same thing. That's not good in terms of nutritional balance. I know. Would you like this? You obtained a recipe book. These are recipes from the foods that the cafeteria recommends. You obtained a recipe for chunky potato salad and 3 sets of ingredients. Ingredients too? But thank you. You didn't have to do all this. It's no problem. Where would this school be without its instructors? Plus, it would make me really happy if you get inspired to cook more. Understood. I'll do my best. About making food. If you have a recipe and ingredients, you can cook food. You can learn recipes by trying dishes at restaurants. You can also learn them from recipe books. About original dishes. When certain characters make a dish, they may take a unique dish that is different from the recipe. Depending on what dish you have them cook, they may also end up making superb food or even something downright peculiar. Be sure to experiment with new party members. Cooking, you can use recipes and ingredients to make food by pressing back and selecting recipes. see. So the Panzer Soldier hangar is part of the research building. I see Professor Schmidt and Valimar at the far end. Then, lined up along the wall are... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, Howie. I made a mess. Are you okay? Oh, wait, you're... Oh, it's Dr. Schwarzer. Thank you so much for helping pick everything up. Haha, don't mention it. We haven't talked since we met on the train, have we? Oh, you're right. Tita Russell.
My name's Tita Russell. I'm in Class 9, Military Finance. Nice to meet you again, Instructor Schwarzer.
Likewise. You helped navigate us through the keep the other day, right? Oh, I'm so sorry you all had to be dropped into a place like that. No need to apologize. That was definitely the professor's fault. You've been here 2 weeks now. Are you getting used to life in Erebonia? Yes, very much so. All my classmates are so nice, too. Right now, I'm prepping the Panzer Soldats for the training exercises. Oh, is that so? Well, thanks for working on that so soon. Oh, it's no problem at all. I'd been looking forward to seeing the Empire's famous humanoid weapons. And now that I finally can get a good look at them, I'm blown away by how amazing the technology is. ZCF was also researching bipedal machinery, but the Soldat's design philosophy is so different. It's really eye-opening. ZCF stands for Zai Central Factory, right? It's a famous workshop in Liberal, if I recall correctly. I remember you're from Liberal, but are you related to the ZCF somehow? You could say that, yes. It's because I'm involved with them that I was able to become an exchange student here. Involved with them, if that's how you want to put it. How much longer will I need to wait for my blueprints and tools? Oh, sorry. What you said before. What did you mean by that, Professor Schmidt? Just that the responsibility of looking after her was forced on me by one of my fellow disciples. Wait, fellow disciples? That means... I knew the name Russell sounded familiar. That's right, Professor Russell is my grandfather. But I'm still just an apprentice myself. Well, let's see. Let's use this opportunity to see your ability to improvise. Schwarzer, do you have the sepeth you got from the operation test the other day? Give it to this girl and have her make a quartz with it. That's so sudden. Don't you think she needs to get ready first? It's okay, I got this. As a technician, I need to have these kind of support skills. Are you sure? Well, then here you go. Yes, of course. Quartz synthesis at factories, you can use sepeth to synthesize quartz. Sepeth is dropped by monsters, so if you're short, get out there and fight more battles. Make any quartz at the workshop. You can use the workshop by talking to Tita and selecting Modify Ordnance.
I'll help!
Great damage.
Thanks!
Here you go, Instructor Reed. Thanks. The way she acts reminds me of George. Looks like only the bare minimum of preparations have been completed. It Enough time has been wasted on useless talk. Get back to maintenance work, disciple candidate. Yes, goodbye now. Yeah, goodbye. Professor A. Russell, like Professor Schmidt, is one of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples. I had heard the name before, but she's his granddaughter, huh? Well, if she's going to be Professor Schmidt's disciple, then I wish her luck. Anyway, we have 4 of the latest Panzer Soldat models here. While I'm here, I better go talk to Valdemar. You can now select open slot and customize weapon at the workshop. Slot opening at factories, you can use Sepith to unlock slots in your party ordnance. The farther a slot is from the ordnance center, the larger the max EP increase. You can use U materials to customize your weapons and sports. Customization will become available as the story progresses. Additionally, you can select exchange to trade the Sepith masses you obtain throughout the game for Mira. You can trade elemental Sepith at the workshop, but it can also be used to create shorts and open slots, so do so wisely. Sepith masses are only good for trading for Mira, so make sure to do so whenever you're short on funds. The amount of game systems and menus and crafting items, it's so much. We're not close to being done either. That's the worst part. Go to the first floor of the school. Where's the clubhouse? Door's unlocked. Is someone in here? Sha. Impressive stuff. Instructor Schwarzer, what are you doing here? Just passing by. It's pretty exciting to see the Vander Dual Blade style in person. Just a pale imitation. I'm nowhere near my father and brother. There's still much for me to learn. I know you train in your dorm, but I'm still kind of surprised to find you in here after school hours. Or does this mean you're one of the lucky students who's decided on a club to join? No, not yet, I'm afraid. Though to be frank, clubs strike me as a waste of valuable time. Time I'd rather use to better myself. How's that? I'm here to become a better swordsman, not to distract myself with extracurriculars. And every hour I spend engaging in club activities is an hour of training lost. If I really must join a club, I'd like to join whatever it takes the least amount of time and energy. That's one way to look at it. A very stoic, serious way. But trust me, joining a club is hardly a waste of time. It might even make you a better swordsman. How do you mean? I saw it happen to a friend of mine. The time she spent in her clubs improved her swordsmanship in more ways than one. Take the time to find a club that will help you grow. Really think about it. I'm not going to force you to join one or anything, but if you need some guidance, I'm here. Understood. Thank you for the advice. Now, may I continue my training? Oh, right, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. I can give him his student notebook back at the dorm. I ain't giving anybody anything. Walking all around for no reason. Okay, it's not required. Don't worry about it, it's not required. What do I have left? It's almost time to call it a day. I trust things went smoothly for you today. Looks like you have a good grasp on this whole teaching thing. No, I wouldn't say that. Every day I'm reminded of just how much more I have left to learn. Just like the students, I have to keep learning and improving myself all the time. Oh, so humble. You look like you want something to say something, though. There's no need to hold back on my account. I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around it. The golden Raksha herself here. Did you find it just as amusing as I do? After everything I've done, here I am in such a mundane place as this. To be honest, I've been feeling weaker ever since we lost the Civil War. Though I was still somehow able to accomplish my role last autumn. The Northern War. Our invasion of the autonomous state just north of the Empire, North Ambria. It was a war of retaliation against the Northern Jaegers who were based there. We were all called upon by the government. You were there too, if I recall. Yes, though Valimar and I weren't put on the front lines. Honestly, I don't think we could even call what happened there a war. What with you and Brigadier General Wallace commanding the provincial armies, equipped with the most advanced panzer assaults available, the assault in conjunction with the tank unit was relentless. And Northern Ambria followed the same fate as Crossbell. That's not quite how I'd put it. It'd be more to say it was driven to the same fate by our dear Chancellor's design. In any event, that battle was a good turning point for me. The provincial army was falling apart after the Civil War, but thanks to the Northern War, we were able to salvage it. As the Countess of my family, I had planned to leave the army to Wallace, find myself a husband, and pop out some heirs. But then, for some reason, I was called to be the principal here. Fate is an intriguing thing indeed. For some reason, huh? At any rate, tomorrow will be our school's first free day. Relax and stretch your legs a bit, but be sure to help our students with their club's decision. Right, understood. Oh, and as I said, those students who don't join the club tomorrow will be forced into the student council. If there end up being too many, I'm putting you in charge of them all. I'll do my best to avoid that happening. Oh, I guess it's about time to leave campus. If I've got anything else to do, I suppose I could head back. If I've got nothing else to do, I suppose I could head back to the dorm. Once you're finished with your after-school patrols, you can return to the dorm from the main gate. time to leave campus. I haven't talked with all these students yet, but maybe I'll head back to the dorm anyway. Does it really want me to talk to every single student? Return to the dorm.
Well, well, if it ain't Instructor Schwarzer.
He's from combat tactics.
Seeing you work so hard's really inspirational, you know?
Ash Carbide.
Ash Carbide. I'm in Class A, Combat Tactics. Looked like you were really going out of your way to help all us students. You're just a stand-up guy, ain't you? Guess I should have expected that from you. After all, you are a national hero, Ashen Chevalier.
I'm just a new instructor who's fresh out of school himself. I've heard about you from Instructor Randolph. Sounds like you've got some pretty impressive skills. It's good to meet you, Ash. I'm sure I'll see you in some of my classes and during training exercises.
Yeah, sure thing. By the way, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. How's it feel, flying around in your big gray doll, being the government's lapdog?
Pardon me.
One of the girls from military finance.
Ash pops up everywhere.
Her again.
Hello, Ash from Class 8. Instructor Reen. You two seem to be having so much fun chatting, I couldn't help wanting to join in.
I was just about to leave. I'm looking forward to Panzer Soldat training next week. How about you?
What does he mean by that?
Oh dear. Did I interrupt something?
Oh, no, not at all. You're from military finance, right?
Muse Egret?
That's right. I'm Muse Egret from Class 9.
Muse.
Do you remember me? I'm in your 4th period history lessons.
Yeah, I remember. I've heard about you from Instructor Toa, too. We're not that far into the school year, but it's already clear you're an outstanding student.
You're making me blush. To tell the truth, I've heard rumors about you as well, Instructor. I've always thought it would make me so happy if I could get to know you better.
I see. Well, I'd recommend taking those rumors with a grain of salt.
Oh, I don't mean all that gossip about the Ashen Chevalier. The rumors I've heard are about the old Class 7, your sister, and even the princess.
What?
Well, I should be going now. Good day, Instructor Reen. I hope we have a lovely school year together.
Ash Carbide from Combat Tactics and Muse. Between those two and Class 7 are going to be quite a year. We're 2 weeks in now. History and combat training classes have been going well. But next week we have Panzer Soldat training and the special lessons. Actually, we all set for today, but I'd better go over everything again tomorrow, just in case. Those three are probably back at the dorms by now. I could get their notebooks to them at school, so I couldn't get their notebooks to them at school, so I should at least try to hand them over by the end of the day. I should also help out any students struggling to find a club. Rock Branch Campus Enhancement. Opening your bonds with the other faculty members can increase the branch campus enhancement rating. In fact, there are hidden events this very evening that will increase the enhancement rating. Enhance the branch campus's facilities through quests and conversations with faculty members. When you've raised the enhancement ratio enough, your academy grade will increase the next time you report a quest. You'll get valuable items as a reward for ranking up. As if we didn't have enough to do. Oh, interesting. A mode switch. As if we didn't have enough to do already. Yes, please give me more activities. I don't seem to have anywhere near enough things to do. Oh my goodness. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 3 on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.